At the Heart of Community. WEDGE TALK by Vicky Shukurogloue. Nillumbik.
When I ask people what they love about this area, two answers are consistently offered: the natural environment and the sense of community. These rise above all else. No response includes shops, road networks, sports stadiums, or fitness clubs. When we dig a little deeper, people describe how their relationship with their environment feeds that love. It's the magic that happens when we give our time to the bush, to its animals and plants, the fungi, soil after rain, the breeze, the sweetness of the air. It's also the night sky, with a bright moon and humming stars, though these are rapidly being smudged out by urban light pollution. Not so long ago, the Milky Way was clearly visible here, its stream of brilliance provoking deep contemplation. With driveway lights, security lights, street lights, house lights, lights showing off beautiful trees whose animals need darkness, lights of every description. We are bleeding light into what should be sacred dark. Our environment is resilient, but how far can we push it? What protective action can we take? How do we show we cherish it? Apart from turning off our lights, there are countless ways to participate. If we love combining caring for our environment with community, then joining a group that weeds and revegetates is a perfect way to be part of the solution. As convener of Friends of Biodiversity Hones Hill, I see abundant evidence of this. We meet once a month with flash sessions in between. This equates to hundreds of hours when many hands give their energy to the land. It is transformative, not only for the place, but for the people involved and those who visit the reserve. Working as a team means we learn together, share the burden of a daunting task, and focus on the remarkable transformations we achieve. We share life stories, joys, sorrows, and through the process know each other and ourselves a little more each time. As long-term groupie Elizabeth describes,
"What a blissful way to spend a morning, sitting in the warm grass, surrounded by precious growing, buzzing and calling things, gently pulling weeds and taking care not to disturb too much soil. Excitement bubbling over at the sight of an orchid or clover glycine lurking among the grasses. Slow, meditative, companionable, life-affirming, and so good for the soul."
There are many groups throughout the region where people come together to create change, and each group takes shape in its own way. At Hones Hill, as with any place, decisions about actions are made in response to the site, and the better we understand a place, the better our decision-making. It's only with time and attention that we can learn about the animals and plants, soil and water flow. At the same time, we observe the pressures they face and develop solutions to meet their needs. Weeds, the umbrella term I use for plants that reduce the abundance and diversity of Indigenous species, are a consistent pressure. On our very first morning of action back in mid-2023, we dealt with a problem that had been expanding in the reserve for many years. We pulled out a small mountain of Watsonia, that strappy plant with the hardy bulb and orange flowers along its tall stem. The conditions were perfect, as they are right now, thanks to the recent rains softening the soil. With every tug, another load of seeds is prevented from forming and dispersing, and a space is available for the surrounding Indigenous seeds to take hold. Cassonina sifton, not to be confused with local Cassonina species, is another weed we have removed in truckloads, literally, along with various introduced wattles, gorse and broom. All produce hundreds of seeds that can remain viable in the soil for decades. The sooner the parent plants are removed, the better, but this is done with careful consideration. Where weeds have replaced local species, they often provide important shelter and food for various mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, insects, and arachnids. They can also provide much-needed shade for local flora, prevent erosion, and protect areas from invasion by worse weeds or deer. Vetch and various weedy grasses can smother everything in their path. Some, like sweet vernal, also change the soil microbiome, while others, like phalaris, are poisonous to macropods, slowly killing them. Removing large amounts of weeds on Hones Hill has benefited the Eltham copper butterfly population. This species, like many in the Lysinidae family, which include blues, coppers and hairstreaks, is reliant on ants for protection and shelter. Even the mighty bull ant is an attendant to this family, which might change your view of them when they bite. Not enough is known about the underground chambers where ants and caterpillars live together, so when weeding, we proceed extremely carefully. The conditions we are creating are better suited for the butterfly's life cycle, hotspots seeming to coincide with our focus areas. The population has substantially increased and spread across the reserve, and we see the same trajectory in the other lilies, orchids, Pamelia, glycine, and many other local plants. Apart from weeding, we occasionally revegetate with indigenous species, choosing them strategically to benefit pollinators. We also conduct flora and fauna surveys, participate in the annual Eltham copper butterfly larvae and adult counts, collaborate with other terrific friends groups, and more. We have been urging Council to create habitat links between Hones Hill and the important riparian areas of Diamond Creek and the Birrarung, whose confluence is nearby. We look forward to the day this occurs. This is just one story of many across the region where caring hands are welcomed in this reciprocal relationship of rejuvenation.
About Vicky. Vicky Shukurogloue is a member of Nillumbik and the convener of Friends of Biodiversity Hones Hill. Find out more about both groups at nillumbio.org. This article was read by Rebecca Rose,
Sandy Miller,
Kathy Oliver,